Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In my last audio, I spoke about pondering according to the world and how you can develop the power to ponder by keeping your hearts clean. Today, I will talk about those people who are pure at heart and what they have done in their lives. Do you know what the people with pondering power would tell the world? They will tell the world what the world has not heard, what the world has not seen, and the world that has not read. But you know what the world would call such people? They would call such people as a lunatic, and the world would make fun of them. So those who were called a lunatic, let us now see what those lunatics have created, or what they have discovered. You should have heard of Thomas Alva Edison. We all should know him. Now, this man was a school dropout. If he had studied school education, he would not have been the man that he is today. Now, the reason why? Because the teachers cannot teach the students what pondering is. Edison was pondering with the belief that he will bring light to the darkness. Now, nobody has heard of it, nor they have known about this. Now, people would definitely wonder what Edison is talking about. But Edison alone knows that it is the truth. Dear friends, please listen to what I'm going to say. Those who were jesting on Edison's concept, Edison did take it very seriously. Now, the world that has not seen something like that, he was able to discover it, he was able to find it. Now, this thing that he found, it cannot be seen, and this thing is used across the globe. This is nothing but electricity. So what are the questions that come to our minds? Number one, how does Edison know that such a thing was present, such a thing exists? I'm talking about the electricity. Number two, the thing which cannot be seen, how did Edison say that it existed? How does he know that it exists? And number three, how was Edison able to ponder? Now, for the meaning of pondering would be the things that are unseen, you should be able to bring it to life. The things that are never heard of, you should be able to bring it to life. Only pondering has the power to bring them into life. Now, this is called as pondering. And this is the meaning of pondering. You all should have clearly understood what is pondering with the help of Edison's example. So now, can you tell me if we can write and explain this thing called pondering? I told you in the beginning that pondering is a matter of power. It does not have an image, or it does not have an object. It is not an object. That is why I said that pondering cannot be written and explained. It is a matter of conscience. The things that you're doing in your life are the things that you are hearing and seeing in your life. And if you forget something, you just tend to recall what you heard and what you saw. Therefore, pondering has become totally not necessary for you to live in this world because you're not making use of pondering. The things that you recall after forgetting is not called pondering. Please understand that. What Edison did in his life is called pondering. You are only earning, or we are only earning our living out of what Edison has provided us with. To earn for a living, pondering is not necessary. The world is only into research and development. Now, pondering is never used on research and development. All your aim is to how to earn well and how we can have more possessions and wealth and how we can have a luxury life. Now these things, now these aim that we have, this is not on the basis of pondering. Pondering hasn't had a chance to play a part in our lives. But Edison, he did not live such a luxury life. He found something and he gave it to the world and he passed away. The reason was because Edison had a clean heart. Edison had the interest to do something new and he achieved it in his life. Now, what I discussed with you was only about the worldly ways of pondering, and I gave Edison as an example. The things that are not seen, unseen, and the things that are not heard, we should have faith on them. The unseen and the unheard should be trusted, and they should be given life by us. This is the power of pondering. We should bring them into existence, the unseen and the unheard. That is the pondering power. In case if the people had asked Edison what he was doing, then Edison could have replied or would have replied, I am going to find something new. That is all he would have replied. But if Edison had told them that he is going to find electricity, then people would have been vague and they would have simply made fun of Edison. Now, what is the mentality of the people of the world? They do not like to hear the truth. The worldly things that will lead to destruction, those are the things that the people would like to have faith on. Now, in this case, you need to note the character of the person who created electricity, who found electricity. If Edison had the 12 worst characters of the Satan, then do you think that Edison would have been able to discover this thing called electricity? You know, we understood that the power of pondering cannot be seen or heard. With the help of that pondering power, he discovered electricity, which can neither be seen nor heard as well. Therefore, the unseen can only be achieved using an unseen device. This is called Islam, which is clearly stated in the Quran. Just as pondering cannot be written and explained, it is a matter of conscience. Islam cannot be also written and explained. Islam is again a matter of conscience. I will tell you about pondering in Islam in my next audio. Now I am only telling you about worldly things. I have not told you anything about Islam yet. Edison did not know anything about God. Edison also did not know anything about Islam. Edison did not know anything about the Day of Judgment. Now, Edison did not thrive towards knowing these things. All Edison did was he used his pondering power for worldly things, so the Lord limited his pondering power for worldly things. You know the word inshallah that you use every time in your daily life? Now this would be the meaning of inshallah if the Lord wills. The topic inshallah I will tell you detail in later audio. I am only talking about pondering to you now. So Edison did not have time to waste on anger and jealousy and telling lies or having pride or for any other matter. He was only completely dedicated on pondering. Mainly, Edison did not have the habit of vain talk, vain deed, and vain desire. Now, such a person can only have a clean heart, and only such a person will receive the power to ponder. Edison received the power to ponder and he discovered electricity, but Edison did not gain any benefit out of it. He discovered electricity and he gave it to the world, or he sold it to the world and he passed away. What he discovered, we are using it for our benefits in creating new and developing things out of it. Also, the power to ponder is not within any of us. Only a very few would have developed their power to ponder, not everyone. Further, Edison was poor. Only those who are poor, they are the ones who can develop their pondering power. Only such a people will not have the heart to harm anybody. But I'm not saying that all the poor can develop their pondering power. Those who are pure, who purify themselves, Allah will develop the power to ponder in them. Until then, Allah will wait for the man to purify himself. We cannot sit idle after having good qualities in us. We should seek for goodness by having good qualities. The Lord will show you the way, and He will show you how to put forth the goodness. All these inventions by scientists, they were all poor. Do you think these scientists would have slept at night and they would have had the love towards possessing and greater wealth, and they would have had love towards buying, selling the gold and silver jewelries? All these scientists would have only lived for only finding out something new or discovering something new that the world has never seen. They would have struggled on this day and night with their power to ponder. Now I am ending my second audio session here. Inshallah, my third part of pondering will come out soon. Until then, this is Tasneem Karim. You all take care and God bless.